Do you want to go to Tuscany? Are you excited? Can you say yes? Can you say yes? I knew those we could teach your dog to speak English classes were a scam. Oh well. Let's get into it. Hello, everyone. Please hop in my metaphorical bus and come along with me as we take a journey through the hills and valleys that form the Tuscany region of Italy to a little slice of paradise known as Borgo Pignano. Now, according to my handy electronic translator, Borgo Pignano is an Italian word for... Wait, Borgo Pignano? Hang on, that can't be right. Wait just one second. Ah, yes, Pignano Village. Well, that was completely useless. Whatever. We arrived a little before our room was ready, so we were whisked away to one of the on-site restaurants for a bite to eat while we waited. The tuna tartare was almost too beautiful to eat. Almost. We booked the Marchese suite for this trip, described by the villa as its grandest suite, and I tend to agree. The doors swing open into this massive and beautifully appointed seating area. We were absolutely floored when we opened the doors. I mean, just look at all the room for activities. Art was scattered tastefully over the walls, but the best art was the fresco painted ceiling, which is original to the villa from way back before it was a resort for folks like you and me. The room included a bookshelf full of books I would certainly not be touching on a vacation. However, one thing I would be partaking in on this vacation is this view of the rolling hills of the Tuscan countryside. Wowee, that is nice. Don't you worry, there's plenty more where that comes from. Now, as we continued to tour our suite, we can no longer ignore the chocolate and strawberry alarms going off in our heads. So we drifted over to the table in the corner of the main room to find a very nice note welcoming us to the villa, but even better and edible was the fresh strawberries both in the bowl and on top of this chocolate cake. The real treat, however, was this nice bottle of estate vented wine. Certainly no shortage of wine in this part of the world. Next, we entered the spacious bedroom with an abundance of natural light and those beautiful views I keep talking about. It was really something special to be able to watch the sunrise over the hills from the bed. The bed was large and comfortable, which I consider to both be important qualities for any bed. The housekeeping staff was wonderful and offered a turn-down service every night where they would prepare the bed for sleeping and set out a pair of slippers to keep your feet off of the cold stone floor. Now, the closet was legitimately way too big. Okay, maybe it's a good size for a house, but if you bring enough stuff with you on vacation to fill up this closet, I will have no choice but to question your sanity. Now, for the crowd favorite part of the tour, the bathroom, which is inexplicably twice the size of the bedroom. I mean, would you look at the size of this thing? When I see large bathrooms, I'm always reminded of the United States President William Taft. For the uninitiated, President Taft was one of the United States' heftier presidents, and a special tub was installed for him in the White House that was large enough to hold 4 men. He was an absolute unit. The front desk warned us that if you stare in the mirror for too long, the worst possible version of yourself will appear, but I don't believe in What the hell is that? Oof. Carrying on. In addition to the many activities to do outdoors, the villa also had indoor entertainment available if you wanted to escape the Tuscan sun. Things you can do included a chessboard, I suck at chess, a pool table, I also suck at pool, and even a music recording studio. You already know there's a reason why I'm only speaking in these videos. We didn't really spend any time in here as there was just too much to do outside and the weather was perfect for our entire stay. This room did offer a really cool view of the central courtyard of the villa, however. The villa even included this huge library that really was quite the cozy space to curl up with a good book. Thankfully, unlike playing chess or shooting pool, I am quite proficient at reading the written word. However, it appears that the villa has yet won again, as many of the books were in fact written in Italian. Come to think of it, I probably should have seen that coming. Exiting the villa from the main hallway that was 2 flights of stairs down from our suite, you come upon an indoor restaurant, host to the villa's Michelin Green Star restaurant, creatively named Villa Pignano. Makes me think of if Groot named a restaurant, I am Groot. Once you exit the villa, you're greeted with this immaculate green space, which you can get a better idea of as filmed from our suite's balcony. This was my favorite space in the villa, and we spent a good deal of time out here reading a book or just having a drink and chatting. The green space also offered views of the villa itself, which looked like a mix between a classic Italian villa and a medieval castle. Pretty sick. The showstopper though was this view from a corner table on the green space. I mean, you've got to be kidding me. While it doesn't really show on camera, on a clear sunny day, you were able to see a sliver of the Mediterranean Sea. However, there was no reason to make the trek down to the sea when this villa also included one of the best looking pools I've ever seen. The pool was never crowded and the water was always the perfect temperature. There was even a separate standalone bar down by the pool area, and my watch must have been broken because every time I looked at it, it was stuck on beer o'clock. After I had dried off a bit, I made my way over to the restaurant for a little snack before heading off to the spa for a massage. The villa offers a variety of spa treatments that you can indulge in during your stay. The spa itself was in this underground bunker type building that did feel very Italian and very comfortable. My wife and I were scheduled for a honeymoon couples massage, but unfortunately one of the staff couldn't come to work that day, and due to the small and remote nature of the villa, they could not get a staff member to cover her shift in time. So, solo massage it was. Nonetheless, the massage was still peaceful and relaxing. They even have a selection of herbal teas to match whatever mood you're trying to achieve. The massage room in the back of the bunker looks cozy, but I kept wondering why there are benches for people to sit. Are people really out here just watching their friends or family members get massages? Kinda weird if you ask me. Anyways, if spas are your thing, I have to imagine that comparatively speaking, this is a pretty nice one. And here is a view of the couple's massage room that sadly will only have one today. If you prefer outdoor activities to indoor ones, then Villa Pignano has you covered and then some. The villa owns a massive amount of land where they grow all of the produce and raise all of the livestock that they serve in the villa's restaurants. They also have multiple gardens with various herbs and botanicals that they harvest to make soaps, candles, and the like to put in guest rooms. It's a completely self-sustaining villa. Yay for conservation. One very cool activity for which you could partake in was to go truffle hunting with a trained truffle dog and its guide. Our dog Lexi was the absolute bestest girl and was a fiend for some truffles. If she finds one, you have to get down there and grab it quick or she'll eat it.
No, I think this is a rock.
That's a lot. If you want to try with this is the straw. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Next up.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Wow.
We absolutely cleaned out this forest of truffles. Check out this huge one we found, and all in all we found about 15. After we were all truffled out, we decided to take a golf cart ride down to the barn because, as you may expect, they also had horses. The villa offered several horse riding experiences to choose from, with packages with stops at different places throughout the property or packages with different food and drink options. They had several horses available for riding, and I was given the largest one to be my trusty steed. Was it because I was the biggest person here? We'll never know. The instructor saddled up our horses, we put on our protective headgear, hopped on, and were ready to ride and enjoy the views of the Tuscan countryside. There was an available package which included a stop at the top of the hill to watch the sunset and have some wine and cheese. As wine and cheeseaholics, this was the package we chose. Unfortunately, the horseflies had other ideas, and we were encouraged to forego stopping on the trip unless we wanted to fight them for our cheese. Unfortunately, the sun must set on all good things. Villa Pignano was really a special place, and I highly recommend it. If you enjoyed this video, consider hitting the like and subscribe button. Until next time!